Alright, Boomer Sooner everybody. This weekend, Saturday, November the 16th, there's the final home game for the University of Oklahoma Sooners, and Gabe Eichert and Bronson Irwin and all the senior leaders, Sooner seniors, will have their final game this year in Norman. Who is the Iowa State CyClones at the University of Oklahoma? When is November 16th of 2013. The channel will be on Fox Sports 1 at 11 a.m. For ticket info, go to Soonersports.com or call 1-800-456-GO-OU. That's 1-800-456-4668. The weather conditions for tomorrow's game are, the game, for the most part, will be in the 70s. There is a 10 to 20% chance of rain for kickoff and early in the game, and the winds are to be out the south-southwest at 24 miles an hour. Calling the game on the Sooner Radio Network, my buddy Toby Rowland, T-Row in the Morning Show, and Merv Johnson. Those will be the two main guys, play-by-play and color, respectively. On the sidelines, Chris Plank from The Buzz up in Tulsa, and from Sports Talk 1400, former Sooners Dusty Dvorak and Teddy Laban. As far as the Fox Sports 1 is concerned, Adam Alexander will do the play-by-play. Color will be held by former Texas Longhorn Chris Sims. And sidelines, well, this time there are going to be no sideline reporting for the Sooners. Things to know about this game is that Iowa State has pulled an upset every year under Paul Rhodes, except for this one, when they've only been able to get one win. But they played hard against Texas, who Oklahoma lost to. They've played hard in all their games, so look for a pretty close and tight ball game here. I'm not going to say OU's going to lose, and they shouldn't lose. But like I said, Iowa State always appears to get one win that they shouldn't get. Last time the two teams played, they played in Ames last year in 2012, where Oklahoma got the win, 42-34 in Ames. Big time win for the Sooners. The biggest win for the Sooners in that era in the game was the 17-7 win in 2007 over number 4 Iowa State. Over number 4 as number 4 Oklahoma played Iowa State. That was the biggest. Tightest game that Iowa State played in with the Sooners in the Stoops history. Biggest win for Stoops is the 49-3 win in 2002, when Iowa State was ranked 9th in the country and they came in to Norman and lost 49-3 on that rainy and stormy night in Norman. Conference titles, Iowa State doesn't have any, but Oklahoma has a couple in the Stoops era. They won one in 2000, they won one in 02, 04, 06, 07, 08, 2010, and 2012. Iowa State, Paul Rhodes is in his 4th year in Ames. All at Iowa State from 2009 to present. 25-35, 10 games under 500. 6-7, however, last year, finishing them in 9th place. But they did lose to Tulsa in their bowl game in the Liberty Bowl, 31-17. As far as the Sooners, Oklahoma Bob Stoops in his 14th year at OU, all at Oklahoma, 1999 to present. 10-3 last season. Tied for first place in the Big 12 in 2012, but did lose in the Cotton Bowl to Texas A&M, 41-13 in Dallas. Injuries for both sides. Iowa State, first of all. Jarvis West and Jamison Lauk, both out. West, a wide receiver. Lauk, offensive lineman. MCL tears for both and out for the season are both. Pierce Richardson, the tight end, has a thigh injury. He's out for the season, as is Kyle Lichtenberg. Offensive lineman, out with an elbow, out for the season. Sam Richardson, the quarterback, has a thumb injury and is doubtful for the game against the Sooners. Daniel Burton, offensive lineman, for an undisclosed reason, is probable for the game against the Sooners. David Irving, with legal issues, is doubtful for the game against the Sooners. Camerly Barton May, the defensive back with an Achilles, is out indefinitely. And Luke Knott, the linebacker, out with a hip injury, brother of Jake Knott, linebacker. Oklahoma's injuries, you know all about them by now, you should at least. Corey Nelson, outside linebacker, partially torn pectoral muscle, out for the season. Jordan Phillips, nose tackle, defensive tackle, chronic back issues, out for the season. Trey Matwire, personal reasons and suspension. Trey Miller, fullback, ACL tear, and Sterling Shepard is out with a concussion. Aaron Colvin and Julian Wilson out with shoulder injuries of their own. Biggest win last season was for Iowa State was the TCU win, as they beat TCU 37-23 in Fort Worth. So that was a big time win for them in that one. The bowl wins for Oklahoma, or the biggest win for Oklahoma, was the Cotton Bowl, 36-21 win over Texas. Bowl records, Bob Stoops is 7 for 7 in these bowl games. As far as Paul Rose, he is 0-1. I believe last year was the only one that he's ever been to. The first one in 3 years. So, actually 1-1, because they beat, I think they beat Syracuse or something like that. That sounds right. Offensive keys, you can't make any defensive, offensively you can't make mistakes. Defensively, you got to keep plays in front of you. Special teams, put yourself in good position to win. If you do those things, Oklahoma should win the game pretty comfortably, and I think they will. Till the postgame show, everybody enjoy, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care.